I used to think that wellness meant doing more, more water, more vitamins, more workouts. But it just left me feeling like a chicken running with no head, and I was exhausted. It wasn't until my rest era where I realized that wellness is not aesthetic, it's strategy. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you the same strategy that helped me last year and continues to support me this year to include wellness into a very full life. My name is Synovia, and I'm the owner of Black Label. In addition, I'm also a caregiver to a parent, a wife, homeowner, a not so rich auntie. And I say all of these titles to say on any given day, I have a lot going on. And it wasn't until I landed my behind in a hospital where intentionality became the word that I lived by. So the first area that I made a change was physical. Side note, I'm the nerd that joined all the clubs in high school so that I can stay out because my gynae's father just did not play. I joined step, volleyball, double dutch, dance, and I just fell in love with movement. I fell in love with competing. I fell in love with working out. It was a very dopamine based life that I was having. But after college, everything else seemed more important than working out. I didn't like the way I was looking at my clothes. My discipline was gone. And as a woman with way more responsibilities, I realized that that dopamine hit that I used to get from working out in the morning, training in the morning, having practice in the morning kind of helped me get through my day with the same energy level. That's what I was missing. So I joined the gym and didn't go. Um, just like everybody's New Year's resolution with fitness. Then I said, you know what? This is not working. Let me bring my friends. But when I didn't feel like going and they wouldn't send me a text and I wouldn't send them a text, we just didn't end up going. And then I just had to get serious with myself because I didn't need momentum. I realized I needed structure. For the first time in my life, as a very athletic person, I hired a trainer. I budgeted for my weakness. And now I have built accountability in my life instead of relying on willpower. So the second area of my life is my time. My toxic trait is that I commit to everyone else's goal and put mine on the back burner. And what finally clicked for me was this. I could not show up for the people that I love if I was in a hospital. All of my desires, my goals, my responsibilities, it didn't matter if I was restricted to the hospital. I stopped treating my time like I had an unlimited amount of time. And I started using my calendar, and that was a huge game changer for me. I'm talking about gym sessions, yeah, and yes, my clients, but lunch dates, birthdays, brunches, shoot, even my rest days. I look at my calendar and I say, oh, I'm going. Let me put a rest day here. And if I want to do something, I will. But at least I made an intentional time block out of my week to just slow down. I started time blocking for the life that I say that I wanted. Being intentional with my time means that I honor the same commitments to me like I do for everyone else. Last was emotional intentionality. Now, this one hit different because I don't consider myself an emotional person, but I still had to admit that I still have emotions. And sometimes that looks like mental exhaustion. Days where talking to my friends just seemed like too much. Sometimes I prefer silence and being by myself instead of stimulation. I realized I was not factoring in my emotional side into my life. I would probably start at work at 9 a.m., finish at 8, go home, still have to cook, take shower, do my nightly routine, but then still committed to the gym at 6 a.m. Now on paper, that looks disciplined, but in real life, it was exhausting. I wasn't accounting for my body. So like, for example, 1 week before my cycle starts, I'm drained. I realized that my mind needs less pressure. My body needs more stillness. The week after, I'm clear minded, I'm stronger, I have way more energy. And that's when I can go harder. Emotional intentionality means that you don't just plan for productivity, you plan for capacity. I really hope that you got something from my strategy. If you liked anything that you've heard, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for the next. Until then, I'll see you later.